already. Oh, this kind of sick views right here. You know what I'm saying? Sick views. Let's get it.
Let's go.
Yo, this setup is so much better than the last one. Oh my gosh.
Yep,
so much comfier too.
I'm gonna be honest. Was anybody else's ass like hurting when we were doing episode 3? Because mine definitely was.
By the end of the episode, I was definitely getting a little sore.
But hey, welcome to episode 4. Here we go, baby. As you know, we actually had Mr. Jake over here on for episode 3, and hope you guys tuned into that. I guess as we're airing this now, it's not even out yet.
Yeah.
So that's going to be out tomorrow at noon. So make sure you check that out. And also give a like on this video as well, too. We appreciate the support. Also, make sure to subscribe as well. My gosh. That's going to help us out greatly. And you're just going to be able to see juiced men talk about fitness.
And everything else in between.
Yes, sir. But I wanted to talk and recap the week a little bit because, bro, there's a lot of movement going on. We made a lot of traction, especially on the social media side of things. So I wanted to take a little bit of time to kind of reflect on all the stuff that we did. You know, sometimes you get lost in the sauce. And I remember Chris Bumstead talking about smelling the roses. And I think those times of reflection are instances of you doing that. So anyways, starting from Sunday, right? So I think about you and I. So we had talked about we'd planned this podcast for what, like a couple months, honestly?
Yeah, it was about like 3 months. So I came up to Lafayette back in December, and I saw Cole at the gym, and I was like, we should do a podcast.
And so that all kind of conspired and transpired this week. But I think at the beginning, well, we talked about it on Sunday, I asked him to come film for me. And I was asking him when he was going to the gym. He was there at the time. And so I was like, dude, there's no way. Because I'm supposed to go later. He's going to come back and like do all this. And I finally just was like, fuck it. I'm just going to change all my plans. So I was supposed to go out to lunch. I had to like just push it back, and no food in me, just went to this workout because I just wanted to link up and I wanted you to record for me. And so that was really like the first time too that we'd actually like really hung out and like met. We talked a little bit, but like to actually hang out with you and like meet you was dope. And it was fun too. I know you can definitely resonate with that 100%. So did that, and that's what got the ball rolling on like all the content in general. I don't remember. It was like I was sitting around on Monday or Tuesday. I was like running some errands and shit, and I think we were supposed to talk about the podcast and stuff. And we were texting away, and I was like, fuck it, dude, I'm just going to call him. So I like called you, and then I was like, screw it. Hey, do you want to do like a photo shoot? Do you remember that?
Yeah, and the pictures were insane too.
They were insane. So I hit him up, and I was like, I'll come pick you up after I go to the gym. So picked him up. We went downtown. We shot like 200 plus photos, and they all turned out, a lot of them turned out fire. I think we had 100 like usable ones, which was sick. And then I think that day too, was it that day or was it the next day that we shot the podcast? I think it was the next day.
Yeah, it was the next day.
So, but we did hit a workout together, which was kind of epic. So we did that. Episode 1 came out. That was fire. And then we already had plans because we had talked with like you, Jake. Yeah. And then we'd already talked with like Will Danny and stuff about trying to link everything up. So it was kind of just like all the pieces fell together like perfectly. I don't know how it did, but I'm grateful for the week because if you think about the end products, like we just got after it. We made 3, well, this would be the 4th. We made 4 podcasts this week, 2 individual like YouTube videos. And I think they're both actually really good. Also, make sure to go check those out as well. Subscribe to everybody's individual pages. And also, Jake's going to blow up on TikTok.
I need to get started on TikTok. But one thing I want to say is, like, I'm just glad you guys reached out to me as early as you did, like, to start pumping out these content. Like, it's amazing. This is my first time ever, like, meeting and hanging out with Elias and, like, learning who he is. And I really like him as a friend. So, yeah.
We talked about it yesterday, I think, in episode 3 about kind of pushing each other in different ways. Jake, you being this just mass monster and just elite force in the gym, that really pushes me to want to, strive for more in my fitness. And I think like today, I worked out with you, honestly, because I just wanted my ass kicked and I just wanted to gain that mindset. In the middle
of the workout, I was like, dang.
So it was intense, but to be able to like motivate and inspire you too, to like do the content side of things, because I talked about this with you earlier before we even started the podcast, but you being like the voice for the local fitness community, so to speak, just as much as like Lil Durk's the voice for the trenches, you know?
Yeah, you did.
So the analogy was basically like Lil Durk. I was watching a podcast about him, at least. It was on Barstool. It was the rap podcast. I don't know what it's called, but it was like, you know, we as the people of the trenches have like selected you to be our voice, you know? And that's because you speak from a place of like the trenches.
Yeah.
And so for you, I think it's the same thing. Like your voice is of the fitness community though. And so it's super cool to give you an outlet to actually like talk and speak and things like that. And I'm excited to see where all the hard work that you put into like goes, especially for you in fitness. So
yeah, I'm excited that I am motivated at the time, and I hope to keep it going, you know, keep the ball going. Yeah, and I'm very humbled to be, what you say, the leader of the people here in Lafayette, you know, setting the example. I try to lead by example, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'm very honored. Thank you.
let's get this freaking bread, baby.
Yes, sir.
No, we can talk about anything and everything on here. It doesn't matter today.
Yeah, this is just kind of a chill conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We were supposed to have Lil Danny on here, but he had other plans. You know,
Come
things caught
on.
up. Things caught up. You know, life goes on. But yep.
Oh, I want to talk about this because, well, kind of has to. Well, we won't talk about it. I want to talk about females though, because we were talking about earlier. Jake, I'm like, bro, and here, you know, this audience, hear me out. This is a sexy man over here, like no homo. And I was like, do you get girls? Like, honestly, just let me know. Not even trying to be weird or anything. I'm just curious. And he's like, no, I mean, not really. And I'm like, all right, I call BS. But you can speak for yourself on that matter. I'm kind of curious.
I don't really have much to say about it. All I'm going to say is, like, I'm a shy guy all around. You know, once you get to know me, though, I'm not as shy. But I just don't really like to go up to girls and, you know, that's just one thing I don't really think about whenever I'm in the gym or whenever I'm out, you know what I mean? It doesn't come to my head like, oh, that's a pretty girl, I'm going to go talk to her. It's more like, oh, that's a pretty girl, dang. Like, I don't really think I could, you know, achieve that, I guess, in my head, or I don't think I'm good enough. So I just kind of think past it, I guess. So that's kind of what's my thought process on girls, you know, like maybe when the one comes, I'll know. That's basically it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
What about you, big man? What's your take on ladies in general? He's got to like sit up. He's got a whole thing actually written out, proposed for you guys to talk about females.
Gains over girls.
Chicken and rice.
Chicken and rice over girls.
That's pretty much where I stand, too.
Fuck women.
Oh, damn.
What do you think, Cole?
I like girls.
I like girls too.
I'm very social.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I like a girl right now, but
Shout out.
yeah, shout out. Keep it undisclosed.
No, but I'm with Jake. Like, I'm also a pretty shy guy, but sometimes I go out of my comfort zone and go up to girls, just because, you know, you got to do uncomfortable things to get, you know, to grow. So, you know, sometimes I do that, but overall, fuck women.
My gosh.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. We're kind of equal there, but you definitely do step out your comfort zone a lot more, and I need to work on that. Like,
No, you definitely should, because, I mean, like, look at the guy. Look at the guy. He's a model. He's a bodybuilder. Come on.
Okay, I'm curious. So for you guys in high school, because like what you're saying, I'm basically the exact opposite. I'm just like, I fuck with females. I actually like females a lot. Outside of like physical attraction, I'm just saying I really enjoy talking to a lot of them. And I'm curious, like in high school, what, like socially and stuff, were you guys more like introverted? Were you, and where did you stand on this social like pedestal in high school as well too?
I'll say from Rossville, it's a very small school. Like in my class, there's like maybe 80 kids in my graduating class. So like there wasn't that many people to choose from to be in chose the popular kids. You know what I'm saying? So in between, there's ranks. I don't say there's like ranking system or anything like that, but we definitely had like different groups. I want to say we were more popular than another group, but I just had my group of friends, and we're kind of our own group, and that's kind of what I hung out with and everything like that.
So
I stuck to them.
Were your homies in high school just like
we were called the Bro Squad? Shout out! I know you're watching. We were literally the Bro Squad. People hated on us, you know.
Okay, bet.
Yeah. So
how about
you?
Like, who was your social circle in high school? Like, who'd you hang out with? Who were you in high school?
So I only had like 3 close friends in high school, and I just kind of kept to myself in my circle, and I still kind of do, you know, with the same 3 guys. So I was just like out of the way, just basically on my grind.
What were you grinding towards?
Basically, that's around the time like I was doing my fitness content, getting into fitness, and also I was like in the middle of a football season, so I was also focused on that.
Yeah, that's one thing. I was very into wrestling, so like that took up my time, and when I wasn't wrestling, I was working out. So yeah, or hanging out with my friends. So
fair enough.
Yeah, there wasn't really much like chasing girls or like nothing like that.
Damn.
I feel like you. Were you just?
I was gonna say. I feel like upbringing's a big part of this because it's just like when I was.
Well, where did you go to school though? That's also a big factor.
I went to Central Catholic High School.
Okay, so it's kind of
the private Catholic school in our local town. It was very close knit. So like I only had like 60.
Similar to me.
Yeah. So there were only like 60 something kids in my graduating class. I don't think it had. I feel like if anything, I would have been more introverted if you judge me by that, you know, because I talked to less people. But no, it's just not really how it went down. Like up until my junior year, I was super similar to you guys. Like I didn't really fuck with girls at all. Also, I was like insecure as fuck too. So senior year, a lot of things just changed my life personally. Like I stopped really having an emphasis on sports as much and more on just like social. Like I wasn't always like the healthiest kid by any means. You know, I used to like go out and party all the time and shit. And like that was a part of my life I'm thankful for. You know, I made a lot of friends that way too.
Yeah. But
yeah, I don't know. I think that was kind of the divide because that was where like I really started getting into the social. And that's where I'm just like, yeah, I fuck with girls. I always wanted girls because I was so ugly growing up too. So it was like, that was part of the aesthetic grind too. And I remember when I lost all that weight, it was like I could actually get bitches. Like it was confirmed in my head because I was actually getting bitches at the time too.
Dang.
But you know, it's like you imbue that confidence. I think that's why it's so interesting for me to hear about you guys because I'm just like, bro, if I had Jake Butcher's physique right now, like I would be mogging girls. Tell me, come on, seriously. And you guys actually are going to see all the edit footage of him, by the way, here soon. You're going to understand exactly what I'm saying. This kid is going to blow up as well, too. It's going to be stupid.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say to that. Like, thank you. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's my opinions on girls. And yeah, no, that was it.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I asked it for some reason, but I can't remember why I actually asked that question now.
I think because a lot of people can relate, like they want to know why or how I am with girls. Like they just are curious.
I know. They would assume you're just mogging all of them. Like me, that's literally what I thought before I actually like started to know you. And I was like, yeah, no, that's not him.
No, not at all. Sadly. Hit me up though on the snap.
Leave the snap down below, baby. Yeah. Man, we should have asked for some questions today. That would have been really nice.
Yeah, we need some topics or something. Like,
I know.
we're kind of rambling on.
If I hop on Instagram Live real quick and see if people will join and ask us questions.
All right, bet.
Alrighty, so it looks like we're actually going to be hopping on Instagram Live. And we're going to be promoting the podcast. So, hey, if you're seeing this on live, make sure you actually watch the whole video because you will not have seen the first part of this. And it was a pretty epic conversation. But we're going to get on live. We're going to see if we can get some questions going as well, too. I want to come up with a question to ask the audience today and leave in the comment section.
First thing is, like, what topics would you like us to see? Go ahead and comment down below.
100%. If you guys have feedback for us, like, come and hit us up and also if you guys have questions in general, it's greatly appreciated. We just need more like talking points. But my question for the audience today to ask in the comment section is, what was your first pet animal?
Good question.
And did you like them or not? And why?
Should we answer that?
Yeah, I think we should. I feel like everybody has such a mixed like response on that. Some people absolutely like disliked their first animal, and some people actually like that was their favorite pet of all time. So I'm curious to see.
For me, like when I was very young, I was born, and in my family we had a dog named Bo, a German Shepherd, and then we had a gray cat named Chase, and I grew up with them until I was like 6 or 7. Yeah, I really loved them. They were pretty good. My first actual dog though, his name was Buddy. I don't know what kind of breed he was, but yeah, I love that dog.
Loved his animals. We actually love to hear that.
Yep. What about you?
Country ass mofo.
No.
So my first
You hated your animal?
No, I loved my first
Okay.
animal. I've loved all of my animals. Actually, I'm looking at a picture of him right now. But his name was Tucker, and he was a rescue dog, I believe. So he was like 2 or 3 years old, golden retriever. Dude, the dude was a fucking shit when we first got him. I remember like he would bite me, and like it was not good. But that was like my whole childhood, and like growing up in the neighborhood with that dog. Like that was like my dog.
Yeah.
So yeah, had so many good memories with him, seeing him like chase cars in the alley and like having to hunt his ass down and fucking fur everywhere. I don't know, like I genuinely enjoyed him. It was super sad to see when he like passed and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
that is the worst thing to
Yeah.
deal with, is losing a dog. That is for real.
But
Every
definitely some
single one
other
I've
pets
lost.
in my life I love too.
Uh-huh.
Like I think about, well, I have 3 like really old ones. That was an old one, and then 2 are still alive. So one, her name's Piper. Oh my gosh, if anybody's watching this, that's my friend. You will know who this is, Purple Piper. She is legitimately a famous cat at this point because she has exhausted 8 of the 9 lives. Like I've seen her
She's using them
thrown
all
down
up.
stairs at walls during my 8th grade birthday parties. Like some crazy stuff. She disappeared for 5 weeks on
my
like a
gosh.
military mission, basically hunted things in the woods and came back like bone dry skinny. We thought she was dead, like gone. So fucking cat. I love that cat.
Yeah,
And then an
glad to
old,
hear she's still up.
old black lab named Gigi. Yep. Yeah, I know you know Gigi.
I don't know Gigi. He does though.
Yeah, she was showing around the house earlier this week. Yeah, it was nice. But hey, do we have any questions yet? Here, can I see her? Is anybody in the chat? Is anybody in the live?
We got one person.
Here, can I see it really quick? Yeah. Already, here, when you hand me your phone. I'm gonna talk to him. Hey, what's up? So we're on the podcast right now. If you can, leave us a question that we'd like to answer for the podcast we're actually on right now. So if you could, we'd greatly appreciate it, and we'll make sure to shout you out as well, too.
Yep.
So we got Sassville F in here right now. Good to see you, bruv. How you doing? Having a good night?
Making quick conversation on the Potter.
But yeah, so I guess while we're waiting on some questions.
We got a question.
Oh, let's go.
Damn.
We finally got a question.
What was the hardest at the start? Elias. I guess it was just like going over the hump of not caring what people think and walking into the gym and actually like putting into work. Because at first, like I was, very insecure about my body. I mean, when you look at the transformation, it's insane. So I guess you just got to like get over that mental curve that, that people are thinking about you and go put into work.
Damn, shout out. Side note, yeah, my mic kind of like fucked on me, so I'm actually holding my mic now. So yeah, this is a nice little setup, but hey, great response there. I'm curious. I don't know. What's one gym that everybody would want to train at and why?
One gym would be Zoo. That thing's popping off. It's been popping off for years, ever since it came out.
You know what?
It's a
Actually,
culture.
better question. Does anybody have any plans to go visit some gyms coming up here in the next like year? Or like, does anybody really want to go to like one specific place?
Yeah, I just want to go to Alphalete right now because it's popping off as well. Anywhere in Texas really is. There's a whole bunch of gyms down there. So
Yo, can we talk about Alphalete really quick and like how it's actually popping off? Because it's kind of crazy.
yeah, Alpha Land.
So I was watching a podcast the other day on, well, Christian and Charlie Coker, who's the owner of Anaka Power.
You seen their podcast?
Yeah,
Anaka Power
it's the Anaka
Radio?
Power Radio with
Yeah,
Big Baller Rant as well too.
Mhm.
And Christian was talking about like Alphalete and like where the direction of the place was going as well too, and more specifically Alpha Land. But this is like phase one of like a 2 or 3 phase project. Like they're gonna have like a whole new wing in there.
Wow.
Of like massage, spa, tanning type of deal. Like he has the intention to make it the #1 facility in the world. Like
What's
that's his
crazy,
goal.
man, is he started just like how we are right now, recording with his friends, most of the time by himself, you know.
It's crazy. I think he's a huge inspiration for everybody.
Yeah.
I think does anybody remember when I know at least you were impacted by him. When did you first start watching him? Like, what do you remember content wise?
I remember my brother was watching his very first summer shredding series. So, like, I just have early memories of him. I liked the way he looked, like the skin tone when he was shredded, like just the way his physique looked. Probably around, I like actually followed him. It was about my 8th grade year, honestly.
8th grade year?
Yeah,
Damn.
so I was probably like 14, 15.
Damn, dude, that's so young.
I don't follow him really that much anymore just because I know he's doing so much and I know what he's doing by other people's stories and videos. But, yeah, I watch this stuff.
100%. And it seems like he has paved the way, like giving people this opportunity to like actually make a living in fitness as well too. Like
Yeah.
I don't think it was realistic to say 5 years ago you could grab a camera and just like record yourself building your gym and shit like that and make it to a level that no one's ever seen before, you know?
Yeah, like that's what I mean. He's literally like making dreams happen for other people too at the same time. It's so crazy.
Mm-hmm. And like that's why you see a lot of these people, they're coming up now too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of the fitness influencers that we actually watch today are, I mean, the only reason that they're even there in the first place is because Christian did what he actually did.
Yeah.
But I guess right now, so who would be people that you would actually want to collab with that maybe they're in Houston or Zoo or whatever?
I want to
and you think you could actually make happen in the next 6 months?
Oh, something realistic. Well, something shooting out the dark. I want to collab with Alex Eubank. You seen that guy on TikTok? Yeah, I want to collab with him.
Monster.
Yeah, just because he's pretty cool. I like his morals and how he's a Christian and he spreads that message. But somebody realistically, you go ahead and go. I'm gonna think. I have no clue. What about you? Somebody?
He knows. I know who it's going to be.
So for me, it would be Jack West.
Easy money. Hey,
Yeah.
shout out Anaka Power Radio by actually putting him on as well too. That was a really good podcast. Have him talk more about his story because he's actually like a sick cunt.
Okay, and then a realistic one, my boy Alex. So I actually plan on going up to Alphaland to get content in May or June. So I'm gonna crash at this place for 2 or 3 days, bust out content. And also before I pass it over to Cole, so shout out to Sassville on IG Live. Love the content, guys. You don't really know, but you help a lot of people by doing this.
Hey, we appreciate the support, brother. Hell yeah. I hope you guys are enjoying this as well too. I know this has been more like a freelance one, but finding some good pieces within. I'll probably for this one I'm gonna put timestamps in for people to kind of grace her and actually watch this bad boy.
Yeah.
Oh man, content wise, that's such a good question.
Yeah, that is.
Because there's so many good
figured out who I have.
good content creators right now. Here, you go first, Jake.
His name is Caleb Canales. He, I think he records and edits for some people down there in Texas, but he's like 17, 18. His account got deleted. I don't know. I think he was at like 20K or something like that, but he has very good potential and he's so young. I would like to collab with him. I think I have him in the DM, so I mean, I could just hit him up whenever I go down there.
That would be sick. I really like, personally speaking, I don't think I have a specific person, but the people that I very much enjoy are not, well, I do like the fitness influencer side. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, to meet James English or Sush or whoever, right? Yeah. Italian Stallion, like any of them would be dope.
Jack Italian.
Yeah. Italian Stallion. Awesome. I love you, Marco. But anyways, I really like the people that actually film all the stuff. So
like LT.
There's another guy I've been following.
Kenny's Fit.
Yep, Kenny. Joey Plaza, he was filming for Jesse James a little while ago. Those people are dope because they know everybody
Grant
too.
From Anthony's videos.
Yes.
Yeah, he does a good job.
Yep. So like all of those people, those are like the people I look out for. And there's another one right now. If anybody's ever heard of it, it's called Fitness Culture. Oh yeah. It's Steve Cook's gym in Utah, and there's a guy right now. I looked him up. He's in like cinematography, or graduated in cinematography and like video design and all these things. And I messaged him, and I was like, bro, if nobody's telling you already, because he was only getting like 80 likes on pictures, like these epic pictures of Steve Cook, who has like 2 million on Instagram. You know, I'm like, bro, if nobody's telling you right now, like, keep it up. Like, at some point, this shit's gonna hit. So that'd be like somebody I would really want to meet up with, just because, you know, I can only imagine. I feel for them in their scenario of like they're in the grind phase right now.
Yeah,
but they are gonna pop off here very soon.
And if you both work together, you can make some great things happen.
Dude, to shoot with him would be epic.
You have connections.
Yeah, if you're the photographer, bro, you know everybody. Because you're the one shooting content. Like, you're the middleman for everything. So yeah, that's a cool thing. Content is a cool thing in general.
Is that something you would want to do if you go to Texas?
Like content creation?
Yeah, I mean like a recorder and editor. Ooh. Maybe not editor, but like shoot content, pictures, because you do have the potential here, at least.
Honestly, here's what I thought, because my social skills are actually pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, I go up to somebody I know, like, because of YouTube. Mm-hmm. And I just go, I don't want anything from you. I don't want your fucking money. I literally want to do this just to say I did it. Mm-hmm. Let me take pictures for you. You don't have to post them. You don't have to do shit. I don't care. I just want to give these to you for free, because like,
that's the way to do it.
Just, for me, that'd be so fucking sick. Like, just let me shoot pictures of you.
Yeah.
I don't know if somebody could say no to that either.
Man. Yeah. And yeah, that gives you good exposure, gives you good experience.
But like, man, dude, honestly, so fun fact for everybody, I've shot over 9,000 photos this past year. So almost 10,000.
Just grinding.
And I've done probably 50 photo shoots plus, you know, little ones. Maybe they're at the gym, or maybe there were some big ones that I actually did. I did, like, my sister, we went all around the city, and I went to like 5 destinations, like shot pictures of her for her Instagram. And I've shot probably like 20, 30 different photo shoots in the gym at different gyms, and now doing the video. I mean, like, there's a lot. But the part that I really enjoy is literally being behind the camera and just shooting something dope. Like, when I got to shoot the pictures of you last year in the parking lot, that was one of the coolest things I've ever done in my entire life. So, like, to be behind there and actually shooting that shit, like,
yeah, because
that's
you're making
the part
the
that
happen.
I just want.
Yeah, you're putting the picture together, man. Yeah.
So, yeah, no. But content is very, very cool. And I think, I hope everybody gets an opportunity to go down to a place like Alphaland and experience it, and also, like, shoot some dope content there too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, hopefully your boy will be down there in the next month. That's the goal. And then anybody's coming down whenever, we're going to be shooting. Yes, sir. Did we get any other questions?
There's one that they asked where we're from, so I'm guessing they found us on IG Reels. Lafayette, Indiana. Small city, big city dreams.
Yes, sir. So we are from the Midwest. Yo, we can talk about that too, because I think this is a place, it's very unique what we have here.
Yeah.
Of like, we actually have a fitness community, and I think a lot of people that are from Houston, LA, they're like, bro, there's nothing else outside of here, you know, which is complete bullshit. There's a lot of really good fitness communities, but yeah, what are your guys' like opinions on the fitness community here, and like how big it is compared to maybe other places?
I think what really helped Lafayette is 5-star, man. Like, you guys actually built a community here. Because before that, I remember everybody was kind of doing their own thing, but then you kind of brought everybody together at Vasa, all the other gyms that you collabed with. Like, man, that's pretty sick.
You're 100%
we actually
right,
built a community here in the last 2 years. It wasn't like that before you guys came here.
So this is for everybody that's watching that doesn't know what 5-star is or has ever heard of one. So 5-Star Nutrition, it's a national supplement chain that focuses on like quality customer service. So like you can go to any sup shop and like just buy your shit and get out. And maybe you can ask the GNC dude like, well, okay, sorry, not to hate on you, but yeah, I mean, dude, you can ask the
GNC sucks.
Oh,
he's an employee.
All right. I'm going to be honest. Working at 5-Star, I heard that a couple times. But, you can go in there. You can ask the dude something. He'll probably tell you. But, like, to have somebody very, very knowledgeable actually talking about the shit, like, that's very rare. So, at 5-Star, there's extensive training that everybody goes through. And it's the 5-Star experience is what it's called. And so, basically, every person gets personalized, like, individualized guidance with like free in-body scans, you get nutrition guidance, and like they make recommendations for supplements for you too. So like based on what you're trying to do right now, they're going to give you a good idea of like what would be good for you.
Yeah. Just based off what you guys offer and like how you present it, it makes you like almost become like your friends just right off the bat. Like you feel like you have a connection with you guys, and then that just goes on with everybody else in the community that you see there that's on the Instagram page. You know what I mean?
And so it's very interesting because, a lot of it is like practice what you preach, right? I think 5-Star is the greatest example of that. And how this community was built was, I think about the people that started that place, Brennan Hillary, Risley Almagiza, who's now the general manager, and myself. We were the 3, I would say, main contributors to that place in the past 2 years. And dude, every day we grinded. Like we would go in there. There were days I didn't want to talk to anybody, and I would go in there. I'd talk to some person that doesn't want to fucking talk to me.
Yeah.
But I knew what I was able to do, and I knew I could impact people through the experience I gave. And there were some people that literally came in there at first like so standoffish, didn't want to be in there, and they left like we're like best friends, bro. And like these are people you'll see at the gym and like you would never talk to otherwise. And so it's been cool to
That's what I mean. Like,
so I've had to get out of my comfort zone, talk to people I never really thought I would, but now I'm so thankful for that because that's how this community was built. Somebody needed to be that mediator between everybody to align people. And so that was a big reason why I stuck it out at 5-Star too, because I really saw a bright future for myself in this community, being able to like do that job and impact people.
Yeah.
So, but no, now it's time to do bigger and better things, baby. And that's why we got this podcast. And it'd be good information for you guys. I learned a lot of stuff there, especially about supplements. Holy hell.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any questions on supplements?
Yeah, I bet you can answer. Like, you could write a book on them.
Oh my gosh, bro. There's so much shit. Shit's changing all the time, too.
What do you think about the new stuff that's coming out?
I'm going to be honest. I really do think supplementation is getting better. And the reason being is because people are a lot more transparent about what's in things. So I think, personally speaking, one of the best brands out there, and there's a lot of good brands, but Action Sledge does a really, really, really good job of actually listing out their label and also putting high quality ingredients in there at effective dosages.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
It's expensive, like don't get me wrong, but like you're going to get what you're paying for if that's what you want, like if you want 6,000, 8,000 milligrams of L-citrulline and this and that and this, like a good profile, it's a good bet.
Yeah, you definitely want to know what you're getting in your pre-workout, protein, everything. You want the listed ingredients, and want them to be at an effective dose.
I guess the one main message I would want to put across is like, okay, so like obviously there's protein, there's pre-workout, there's stuff like that, but there's so many other valuable supplements out there. The biggest thing is just trying to figure out what's right for your specific scenario, So
yeah, they're all supplements.
Exactly. Just as much as like if you get sick, you need a certain like
vitamin
cure
or something.
Or exactly. Versus like if you have a bacteria infection versus like a viral infection. So everybody suffers from very common problems in their fitness that are hindering them from seeing results, okay? And so, especially as an employee there, what you're trying to do is like figure out what those things are. And supplements are like tools at a hardware store. So you're going to use a jack saw to nail out concrete, right? Like you're not going to use a shovel. That doesn't make any sense. So think of like supplements for problems as like jackhammers for concrete. I know it's kind of wordy, but supplements are tools to be used. That's the moral of the story, and they're tools.
And they do work.
But if you're a fucking jackass and don't know how to use a jackhammer, like, it don't fucking matter anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Any questions? No? Let's keep it rolling, though.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were gonna kiss the mic there for a second.
Damn near. So
for a working out question, what is your guys' opinion on like the perfect amount of volume to do in your workout? That's a big question. Because I know when I first started, I always thought more is better, but the more I figured it out, as a natural, you don't want to break down your muscle too much or you can't recover. That's what I learned the hard way.
No, I can definitely feel that because I feel like I tend to overtrain a little bit just because I like to be in the gym. But for me, I like to do like 15 on my first set and warm up. And I do 8 to 12 and then 6 to 8. And then I do 6 to 8 again. And then like I try and do super heavy, basically like, and focus on like the eccentric and stuff.
Okay, for you, for like say we're working out chest, how many sets would you do for your chest? How many sets would you do? Yeah, just for chest day. It's just a pure
like
chest
total?
day. Yeah, like say I'm going to do bench press, dumbbells, flies, whatever. How many sets are you going to do for that certain day? And then also, what would you recommend for them to do?
For me, I would say 10 to 12 working sets.
Okay.
And then that's probably what I would recommend.
But, okay, yeah. Sounds good. Between how many exercises?
3 or 4.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's what I do. I do 4 sets, basically 1 warm-up, and then 3 working sets, most of them. Unless I'm trying to build strength, then I'll like do more sets, less reps. That's how I get my volume in.
When it comes to that answer, this is funny. I was asking this question to somebody the other day. From a technical standpoint, I don't actually know what the answer is, but I think there is a technical answer for like how much volume do you actually want in your program.
That's what I'm saying is like, what do you think is the perfect amount? And like, I would like to hear what you do.
I don't think anybody's that far off, probably. I mean, we might fucking know. I really don't know.
Yeah.
But I would say I'd probably fall in a similar line. At least like that's the approach that I've taken. I mean, here's the thing. You're never going to be 100% in your training, like, ever. Yeah. But as long as you're getting in there and at least, like, putting your best effort for, like, your best foot forward, things are going to go well.
Yeah. I agree. What do you recommend for, say, these guys have been working out for a year? How many working sets do you recommend them do?
I would say you need to be running a program that's 5 to 6 days a week, just depending on your schedule.
Yeah. And
then hitting every body part twice a week, whatever that looks like. Yeah. And in terms of for that day, like if I'm hitting like a push day, right? So like if we're talking about chest, I'd probably be hitting 1 compound and then potentially 2, just depending on what like the muscle group is. And I'd probably do like 2 accessories. So
Yep. Okay.
I would say that adds up to about 10 to 12, just like you guys were talking about earlier.
Yeah, that's what I usually do. I'll do a warm-up, and then I'll move into a either heavy compound or just, something that uses more than one muscle, like my shoulders and triceps. Not really isolating the chest yet, and then I'll do 2 isolating accessory movements, and then I'll move on to the next muscle group. I usually don't just train one thing on one day. For my push days, I'll train my chest, shoulders, and tricep. But yeah, it's usually 3 to 4, 1 warm up, 1 compound, and 2 isolating.
Do you think sets like drop sets, closer sets are necessary?
Oh yes, I think they are. But there is a way to do it. You do not want to do it on every single exercise, and you don't want to do it on every set. Say you do just chin ups, and that's not a good example because once you do chin-ups, like you're done. Let's say you're doing pull-downs. You're going to do like 4 sets of, we'll say 12. On the last set of 12, the fourth set, that is when you do your drop set, your giant set, your super set, whatever. That's how you get the most growth. That's what I found. But I do think they are necessary for the pump, to pump blood into the muscle that's never been there before. That's what I think. What about you?
I think they're necessary. I think like from like all three of us, like our point of view. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think for us, like we're all trying to put on some size. So I feel like it's necessary, like on the bodybuilder side of things.
Yeah, it's all depends on your goals, obviously. Mm-hmm. But yep.
Cool.
Do you think they are necessary for muscle growth? Or do you think straight sets get the job done?
I think you'll make more gains if you throw shit like that in there.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
Are they necessary? No.
Yeah.
That's my opinion personally.
You think you can get just as good as a pump from...
Are we talking about pump or like muscular development?
Growth overall, like...
Yeah, muscular growth overall, I really do think, because there's different modalities of training that still result in the same thing.
There's another topic to answer this question.
Yeah, so I just think, are things like that going to help enhance? 100%, especially when we're talking about like hypertrophy related things as well too, which is what we're talking about. So hypertrophy focuses on actual muscle tissue growth, so like the fibers of your muscles getting bigger, whereas you have like strength power training, which is like those muscle fibers being able to move faster,
training the CNS,
or the central nervous system, which is like brain spinal cord type of deal.
Yeah, that's the main component, the strength.
Either. Yep. But yeah, no, I'm curious to hear about, what does everybody believe from a physique standpoint to be the optimal model for training? Because there's different kinds of fitness, correct?
Yeah. The most optimal way to build muscle is pretty simple. Are
you 100% positive?
Yeah.
Is this great advice for the audience?
This is good advice, okay?
Make sure to listen.
If you want to gain muscle, this is how you do it. Getting a slight caloric surplus or maintain, But you want to find a compound movement like squat, bench, deadlift, overhead press, dips, something like that to focus on. And then you just progressively overload that weight each week. It's pretty simple, but say I do 135 the first week. By the end of my 8 weeks, I want to be able to do 145 pounds. Not that much of an increase, but it's progressively overloading my sets and reps, everything I do with that weight. So over a period of time, you get stronger and you build muscle at the same time because you're lifting more weight for even more amount of reps or the same amount of reps. So yeah, you get the strength from there and you build muscle at the same time. So you pick those movements, you do that, and then you follow that with accessories so you get more volume in, because you're not going to build muscle just from doing one exercise. So you do the same way, like you try to progressively overload in that weight, but you're probably not going to be able to do that much because that much increase, because you use most of your focus for the main compound movement. That's where you get most of the pump from. So you focus on progressively overloading on your main movement, and then you get a pump, work the muscle in another way.
Compound, then accessories. Hit the compound really hard. Accessories, fluff pump, look juicy as fuck.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting.
Mainly just focus on increasing your numbers. And
on your compounds.
On your compound lifts, yes. That is the main secret ingredient.
I like that.
And it doesn't really have to be weight. It can be reps. It can be reps over a period of the whole week, increasing volume.
Progressive overload.
Yeah, it's a big term. Like, you can do that in a whole bunch of ways. Time under tension. Like, there's so many different ways you can do, but that's more for advanced lifters. When you first start, your weight should be going up.
When you first start, you should just go to the fucking gym and make sure you just go and don't ever leave and don't stop.
Yeah.
Just go forever. You got any questions for us?
Yeah, there's 2 questions on IG Live.
Let's go.
How was y'all's days?
pretty
Yo,
good.
Jake, start with your day, baby. Let's hear how the day's been for you.
Oh, man. So I left here last night with a major migraine. So when I got home, I crashed. I slept in until about 11. I never do that. I usually wake up at 7 every day. But I woke up, went to my parents' house, relaxed my dogs, chilled, said hey to my mom and dad. I love you. And then I came straight to the gym. Yep. Met up with you guys, recorded another sick video with Cole. I know you were hitting legs, so like I was hitting back, so we didn't work out together, but Cole shot another video. Came back here doing the Potter. You know, I'm excited to hop on this one, man, like 2 in a row. The first one I was super nervous and like
I went
anxious.
well though.
Yeah.
It was probably the best one yet.
Yeah. I'm
It's
excited for
gonna keep
that
getting
to
better.
drop. So yeah, today was a really good day. Yesterday was a good day. What about you, Elias?
For me, it was a great day. Getting to see you boys grinding, put in the work every day. So it's like honestly, like I'm inspired by both of you guys. Like being around you guys. You guys are very hard workers, and like being around that is inspiring.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Yes,
You
sir.
too. Right back at you.
And also like I basically slept 4 hours last night because I was editing. and-
knocked out from that migraine.
Yeah. And so like I woke up feeling like dookie today, but like I still put into work because you guys motivate me. Like I look up to you, Jake.
Thank you.
Yeah. Cole, how was your day?
I very much resonate with a lot of what you said because last night, so I was up till 6 in the morning, editing what is now, dude, it was a sick edit. Honestly, I don't know what you guys thought of it. I put a lot of work into it. I thought it was good.
Yeah, it was really good.
So, but that'll be coming out in the newest YouTube video. But I spent a lot of time on that, and then I was just like, wired from that. I don't even know how else to explain it. I was like so excited about doing all of this. It's been so fun to push out content like this with you guys too.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
But I went to bed. I wake up at like 3:30, or maybe it was like 4. I can't remember. It was so late, like PM.
Oh, I thought you said
Not even AM,
Dude.
bro. Like PM, because I was up till 6 in the morning. And I look at my text, and he sent me, he goes, hey, bro, I'm at your house. This was like 2 hours ago. So he was like here, and I wasn't even up. And he
my
just took off. I
goodness.
was like, dude, I am so fucking sorry. But I was so tired. Like, so I will say you'll never be perfect in all of this journey by any means. But I got back up on my feet, and I was like, yo, it's time to grind again today. And, you know, like I talked about with my 2022 goals, have a purpose every day I wake up. So I got up, and I was ready to make shit. And we busted out the final editing for the podcast episode 3. Finalizing, you know, other YouTube content, planning out what content we were going to shoot tonight. So it's all been just like really dope. Things have been rolling very naturally as of reset. And it's just been so fun to do this.
Yeah.
Like these are the moments you think about, and it's weird. It's just like, we're just in the moment right now, you know, just doing other stuff, but it's been so fun. And yeah, it seems like a lot of people have been actually like seeing what we're up to too, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, I would just say all in all, day's been really good.
Good week, too.
And then what was the other question? And it has been a good week.
Oh, I got off the live, but it was like I have trouble staying consistent with losing weight. So, I mean, you just have to have the end goal in mind, and you have to fall in love with the journey. Because, like, right now I'm in love with the journey. Like, every day you get to see yourself get 1% better, and, like, there's nothing better than that. So just, you know, chase your goals, have a set goal in mind, and, you know, show up every day, even on the bad days.
Well put. One thing I want to say is if you're struggling to lose weight, there's a multiple reasons why. You definitely want to set a goal. That helps. That's the main thing. And you want to work towards it, like he said. But then another thing could be is like you want to figure out why you struggle. And that could be because your calories are too low. You're doing too much exercise. There's a whole bunch of factors. So you can try to figure that out, you know, take a step back, look at your plan, look at your goal, and look at your plan on how you get there and figure out what's messed up over here, because there's always something you can change to make it easier. So, yeah, there's my point.
I've seen, in my days, I've worked with over 2,000 people. Like the past year, I worked with like 2,000 people. And so I've seen a lot of patterns and trends and weight loss, body fat loss, things like that. And it's true that, Indiana is one of the fattest states in the whole entire country,
Wow, I did not know that.
And I wouldn't doubt it either, because a lot of it deals with, healthy habits and things like that. But I think the biggest thing outside of, obviously you need to assess your goals, all that kind of stuff. But really it's just like, you need to be real with yourself on the things that are actually holding you back. I think it's a thing that's a lot of people don't do. Like, if everybody got their goals clear in their mind and actually did it, a lot more people would be millionaires. It's not that. It's probably a lot more bad habits that are holding you back. Like the fact that you can't stop binge eating like potato chips, or like you're just missing over these things and you're not accounting for them, because the science of body fat loss it's literally a science, like if you eat less calories, you're losing weight. So there's something you're messing up and you're not accounting for. And that's just a result of like, they're just areas of improvement for you.
I think where a lot of people go wrong is they see a diet online where it's like very strict and it's almost a crash diet and it's not made for them. So they try to follow it and it's not for them. So my tip for you guys, if you want to gain or lose weight, pick something that you can do for the rest of your life where it's not like extremely challenging, you know what I mean? Something that you can do without killing yourself, and then you don't have to think about it. So that's a tip for everybody. Figure out something that works for you and do it for forever. Like there's no reason to change it. But yeah,
all you have to do is literally walk outside.
Yeah, just burn more calories and you'll get shredded. Trust me. Do more cardio if you eat.
Also some diet hacks, sugar-free Jell-O, 5 calories. The good old Diet Coke, 0 calories.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of diet hacks you can look, but the main thing is just finding like something that's not hard, and
that's
something
the
you
biggest
like.
thing.
Yeah, it's something you can sustain. Like if you try something that's insane, you're not gonna be able to last. You want something you can do that's like not extreme, something that's like right here. And
a lot of it's your mindset on it, right? Because I think a lot of people that are not invested into fitness, they genuinely think it's going to take a lot of work and it's going to be really, really hard. And like they're overthinking it, like it's just going to be all this work. And if they thought it was super easy and they could do it, they would do it, right? And coming from people like us who actually, strive for our fitness, I would say it's a lot easier than you think. Like, bro, we literally just ate a Jimmy John's like chicken sandwich for dinner. And like, honestly, it was pretty healthy. So
literally chicken,
and it tastes
cheese,
fire.
bread.
So it's educating yourself first and figuring out what fitness looks like and what fitness looks like for you. But yeah, don't overthink it. And it's a lot easier than you think. You just need to keep an account and accord like all those little things that you're missing. Like there's a reason you're not losing that weight.
Good points made.
Yes, sir.
One thing I want to kind of tell the audience too is one main thing that is helping me, be in a good mood these last couple of days is surrounding yourself with people with the same goals that you have and like the same mentality. Man, there's nothing like it when you wake up and you have somebody that has the same dreams and aspirations as you, and you can work and help motivate each other. It's amazing.
Yeah, because like I know Cole, like we were talking about earlier, he wasn't feeling too good the other day, and like just having me there motivated him. And it was the same thing with me, at the start of the week. Monday, I probably didn't plan on making any content just because I was in my head mentally and, recording for him. Like I was in the zone, got me ready. And, now we've been on the grind and life is great. So I just want to thank Cole. It's been a great week. We're going to keep on busting the content. But yeah.
For me, it's definitely been an honor to be able to work with everybody. It's like I always have this vision in my head of what I want my life to look like, and it's just never that way. But it felt like this week it really did pan out more of that image that I was thinking of, And it's just so hard to find those kinds of people that have those similar hobbies and interests. And so I think all of us have been fortunate enough to be brought together in one given place.
Yeah.
And we're all very, very different. That's the funny thing,
Yeah.
But those type of people, those are the people that tend to be some of the greatest people in your life.
Yeah. One thing I want to say is like, it's good to have good friends and supporters, but it's another thing to have like people that like want to work with you and like want to help bring you up. Yeah. It's amazing.
I got a question for the audience. So, I don't know if you guys know, but I got my ears pierced, and my dad thinks it's for women. So, answer down if you're still watching at this point. Are earrings on guys masculine or not?
Yeah. Are they feminine or not? Are they masculine or not?
I think they make me handsome.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys think.
For me, I think if you like the way it makes you look and you like the way it like makes your face pop and it makes your face more like aesthetic, then I think you should do it. For me, I don't like getting poked. I don't like needles. I don't like none of that. And I don't think I would look good with earrings. So that's why that's my stance on it. Both my brothers had them, you know, so like I don't have anything against them.
Well, what's your opinion on tattoos?
Tats. A whole bunch of my friends have tats. Same thing, man. Like I don't want that.
That's true.
I don't want to get a straight for a few hours. Plus, I think I like the way my skin looks, so I don't want to cover it up. We'll see. Maybe it'll change in the future. I doubt it though, because I hate needles, man. It's like a true like. I hate that.
Yeah, I think tats are pretty cool though.
I think they look good on a lot of people, and
Yeah.
a lot of them mean a lot. They have a lot of meaning behind them, and some of them just look amazing, like very aesthetic.
I don't think I'd ever get one, personally, but
You won't?
nah.
Really?
Yeah, what about you, Cole?
I think they both are right.
What, the piercings and tats?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have nothing against them.
I
like them on girls like a lot.
Oh gosh, don't get me started.
Yeah,
Right.
we're not talking about below here. We're talking
I'm
about
doing
up
it.
top.
Pierced titties are fucking awesome, dude. If anybody if it's the boys watching right now, if there's any girls,
it's
you should probably
mostly
tune out
boys
at this
watching
point.
right now. Maybe there's
But-
one or two girls, but definitely the bro
for the
squad over here.
boys, like, you know, when you see a girl with pierced titties, it's gonna be some wild shit tonight. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And if she has a little flower tattoo on her side,
Oh, shit.
you know, like one of those, like the hip to
Yeah.
just massive. All right, I'm not speaking from experience. I'm done.
What are your thoughts on like the toxic side of the fitness industry? Because there's a toxic side to it.
Toxic side?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't
are
know
you
if you've
talking about
seen
the
it.
negative side?
Yeah.
Like people talking bad about about what? Like,
I don't know. There's just people who are
specifically?
like, I'm fighting demons. I'm in the gym.
oh, okay.
You know, stuff like that.
I mean, for some people, the gym is like that. Like,
Yeah,
they
'cause
look
it's-
forward to it as a therapeutic way.
Yeah, for me, it's therapy. I know me and Cole talked about that.
So for
on that
you,
other
you're like,
episode.
you're battling your demons as like your depression or like your sadness that you're going through at the
Yeah.
moment, or like your mixed feelings, or like say something's going on during your day.
Yeah.
You use that as like battling your demons. I think that's what they mean. I don't think that is the toxic part. I think like what they say about people working out and recording and uploading and like talking bad about them, bringing them down. I think that's toxic. Like that's not good. Like everybody is out here trying to grow. Everybody's trying out here to like be positive, and there's a lot of people hating. So that's the toxic side. Honestly.
Yeah. And also the gear.
Oh, gear. Like a
Yeah.
lot of people talk bad about it.
No, there's like a lot of people, like young people that like 16, 17 year olds.
Oh yeah, that's toxic. The
Yeah.
only reason is because they're like getting exposed to like they're actually realizing, oh, these people are big because they take this stuff. But they don't realize that most of them are older, and they don't realize that these things have side effects.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily like the fitness industry's fault for spreading information about it. I think it was just a matter of time, as the evolution goes on with YouTube. I mean, people want to know what's going on. They want to know the truth. So
Plus,
I think it's good.
Plus, I think like TikTok and I just realized put like the fitness industry out there. And I feel like there's way more people in the gym today than there ever was.
Oh yeah, definitely that is true, 100%. A lot of people just go to the gym to try to become TikTok famous. I can see that.
Hey.
Hey.
I don't really have any opinions on it, I guess. Like, I think it's,
Do you think there is a toxic side? Like, obviously there is a toxic side to everything, but what would you say is bad about the fitness
I was
industry?
really thinking about it too. I was like, what is the toxic side? I thought you guys brought up a lot of good points about like, you know, part of the toxic side is like these 16, 17-year-olds that are actually like pushing gear and stuff like that because they're influenced by other things, and a cause of that is social media and the internet. But I just keep thinking about like, there's so many good parts to like social media, fitness community as well too, that those bad things, they're a lot less. And the other thing that the fitness and health community promotes is like being your best and being 100%. So at least there's the resources for the people that do get fucked and pointed in the wrong direction to get out of it.
Yeah, there's always good information out there, but you got to be careful not to watch somebody that's spreading like some garbage.
100%. I just think from a content creator side, there's a lot of good people out there that are pushing quality information as well too. And a big reason is because there's more quality information out there. Like, how many people watch Derek?
Yeah, I watch him.
Everybody. And he puts quality information out there. You know, I think there are probably some like scholars or whatever that argue some shit or whatever, right? But like for the mass public to know any of that kind of stuff is big time. So now the people like us that watch this shit all the time, we're able to spread like that information to the people that don't know shit, and they're learning a lot better. They're learning a lot faster, but they're also learning better information too. So yeah, no, there's definitely like a fucking toxic side to all of the fitness community, but personally, I just try to ignore the shit and just like do what my part is in all of this, which is like give people good information.
It's crazy because here, hopefully in like 3 or 4 months, we're going to blow up and we're going to see what it's like to be like an actual influencer and like deal with that toxic side. We're going to see.
Yep.
We'll see how we handle. Hopefully handle it good.
Yeah, we will fucking
have
see.
the same mentality.
That's money changes you. I was listening to that podcast with Christian again. He was talking about I can't remember Dorian or something. I can't remember the guy's name, but he's
bodybuilder.
The
bodybuilder or what?
I would say he's more like he's just aesthetic. He has dope tattoos.
Okay.
He's one of the models for Alphalete. But he was like, you know, at this point he's figured out that he can make a living through doing this. But the big thing that I told him was like, do not get lost in the money because that really will change you. And you'll lose sight of like this journey that you started on. So for us, you know, we're broke as fuck and we're just living lives. And we understand that there may be a path through this community to, you know, even in a financial sense, like actually better ourselves. Right.
Yeah.
But trying not to get lost in that is definitely first and foremost, at least for me personally. I don't know about anybody else. It's just so like for me, I'm not even thinking about that right now because I'm just like, bro, I just want to push good content because I just want to make a name for myself. To even think about getting to the point where I'm making a fuck ton of money in this is like crazy to me.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a question. Fun question. So would you rather be rich and no one knows you or everybody knows you but broke?
I definitely want to have more than one person know me. Like, how many people know me? Nobody knows me?
Yeah.
Like, I'm by
and
myself?
But, like, know you, I mean, like, you know, you're a pro bodybuilder, you know, all that.
I'm literally by myself, and all I have is money. Nah, ain't worth it. I'm not making that much money, and I'm pretty happy right now, so.
Yeah.
I just need a little bit more.
Yeah, sure. I think it's all about, like, doing what you're passionate about also.
Yeah.
And, like, chasing greatness.
Yeah, what's the point of having all that money?
Yeah.
If you're not doing what you love.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
Yeah.
That's
I
true.
agree with that. What do you think, Cole?
I'd rather have no friends and have a lot of money, but here's my reason why.
Okay.
So I just think
you can make friends probably is what you're going to say.
I mean, not even that. Okay, even outside of that.
Okay.
Like, we're not talking about making friends, anything. Like, me just by myself. One thing that I struggle with a lot is actually being by myself. And
you struggle with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. I really do try to.
We are truly opposites, man. Like,
100%.
Yeah.
I'm a lot different than a lot of people. But yeah, no, like for me, that would just be such an interesting challenge because I've always wanted to do that more, but I always feel like I never have enough time. And so if I had the financial resources to just do whatever the fuck I wanted to and just go live my life, like I think that'd be so cool. I think it'd be super scary, but it would be very fulfilling as well.
Yeah.
So I really do want to go off on my own at some point, and I think that's a potential, like, even life for myself. Although I definitely would still want to have friends. But if those are my two options, that's kind of how I think about it, at least.
For me,
I don't want to be broke. Being broke, dude, you're scared all the fucking time.
Yeah, definitely. I can say that I am an opposite of you, Cole, just because, like, I like to be alone. But whenever I'm with my friends, like, it lightens up my day. Like, it, like, changes my point of view, you know. Usually when I'm alone, I'm in my head, you know, thinking not that good thoughts. But whenever I'm with somebody else, it brightens me up. Definitely. So if I was alone with just a whole bunch of money, I think I'd go crazy for real. 100%.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. But I enjoy being alone also. Just because I like to, like, stay on my grind.
Yeah.
But, like, I definitely like to surround myself with, like, you know, people like you and Cole, because, like, that motivates me, because you guys also are, like, dream chasers and are, you know, putting in the work every day. And that's what I resonate with. So, you know, it's, you know, I love hanging out with you guys.
Thank you. Thank you, bro.
I was going to say, okay, like, you know, in this situation of, like, you have no friends, but you make a lot of money. What if that was, like, an online job, right? So, like, you provide some sort of service or something, right? Where these people pay you a fuck ton of money, and that's how you're rich. But really, in reality, you don't really have, like, friends, you know? But who's to say that's not, like, fulfilling and rewarding either, right? Like, you get to go out there and you get to impact and help people. You don't necessarily have friends out of all of it, but you've made relationships. I don't think that in that scenario there would even be a situation where, like, you couldn't have contact with people.
Yeah,
if that was the case, that'd be fucked up.
You could have interactions, but, like, you're just not having nobody over. You're not going out to eat with, like, certain people. You know, no dinners.
Literally,
no
and every activity that you do, you are, like, doing it by yourself. But there may be people around you.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, you know, if I went right now to Zoo Culture and I went to the gym just by myself, like, I'd be
headphones
I
on
wouldn't know
all
anybody,
the time.
you know, it'd just be me there. So if that was how your whole entire life was, that'd be very interesting, though.
That'd be very interesting.
There are some people probably like that.
Yeah.
Yo, for real. But that's a good question, by the way.
That's probably what happens if you, like, move away and make a lot of money grinding and, like, nobody knows you, like, truly. And you're, I could see that.
Do you guys think that's recording? Huh? Do you guys think that's recording?
Do we think it's recording?
Yeah.
Should be.
I fucking hope so, man.
You know, let's double check, just because I'm over here thinking in my head that
might
not be recording.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
How long?
Hour and 8 minutes.
All right, let's keep it going, baby.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Like, that's call me. Oh, well. If you guys don't know, it's midnight right now.
Yeah, dude, late night talks, man, they hit.
Yeah. All right. Another question. What's your dream city to live in?
My dream city?
Yeah.
I went to LA. Honestly, guys, it's not that good. It is a dream.
I heard it's overrated.
It's overrated, like, but it is very nice. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the resorts, not resorts, but, like, just the look of it is very beautiful everywhere you go. But then there are some spots where it's like, man, the homeless have taken over. I'm not capping. But and the crime rate is pretty high. So I wouldn't move to live in LA. I would want to live in Florida, man. One of the beach houses in Florida, like Malibu. Where else I go? Clearwater, Fort Myers, something like that. It's pretty chill down there, and the weather is amazing. I don't like cold weather at all. I hate
the cold too.
Like, screw this right now. It's like, what's it feel like? 20 degrees out? 15 degrees out?
20.
I hate that, man. Last week it was 70. What?
It's the Midwest.
Why can't it stay warm, man? Come on, man.
Yeah, for me, it'd be... I've been to Vegas before.
Yeah, I've never been to Vegas. I bet that's amazing.
I would probably fuck with Vegas also because they have the Dragon Layers gym right there.
Yeah.
But for me, I like big cities, but I feel like I kind of want to live like 10 to 15 minutes away.
Yeah, for one thing is, like, to live in there, like, to go there to visit, but one thing's to live there and like build a life there. Like, do you think you could keep up with that lifestyle? That's another thing in, like, the west side. It's like super fast paced and very, very entrepreneur based businesses where, like, you have to make money, you know, to live. Like, money's going all the time there.
I'd probably say Houston.
Oh, you switched up?
Yeah. No, but I either or.
Vegas or Houston?
Vegas, just because
Yeah,
Jack West is there.
that's
Fuck
pretty
it.
lit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you'd be living
I'd
with
probably
Jack
live
West.
like
You'd move in with
I'd
Jack
want to
West.
live like 15 minutes outside the city though.
You'd move in with Jack West.
Yeah, true. That's true. And Dallas is cameraman. I bet they're pretty dope. Cool. Dream city.
My dream city is wherever I can go visit Cousin Dutch. Like that's first and foremost.
Anywhere that's legal.
Yes.
Cousin Dutch is lit.
We love Cousin Dutch. Cousin Dutch, Cousin Backwood, Cousin Raw. I love Cousin Raw.
Cousin Rob.
But so I'm trying to think about it. I really liked what Jack West said in the podcast about Vegas. It made a lot of sense. It's just like, from what I know about Vegas, I don't think I'd really want to live there, you know? I think you could live your own life. Like, don't get me wrong, but I want to have a city that I could go to. That'd be like fun as fuck. So, dude, it's so tough. There's so many good places. If I could just move Alpha Elite wherever I wanted to and just pick a place, I would say like, because I that's why I'd move to Houston. Probably the only reason.
Just because the gym there.
Yes.
And the people there.
Connections are insane.
Yeah.
Actually. But, dude, that'd be so tough. It probably would be Florida.
Man, yeah, Florida's like the best.
It's so nice there. Like, I've been there so many times. I genuinely enjoy it. The weather's perfect. My best friend lives there now. He's in, oh gosh, I can't remember. Not Frat Lottie. Somewhere on the west side. But
I've never been to Miami. Have you?
No.
I have no idea what it's like there. I hear it's lit.
Actually, it's around Fort Myers. That's what it is, I believe. But he was saying, like, bro, when he came back here for Christmas break, he was depressed. Like what you said, it's so cold and it's cloudy, and he's like, I feel amazing every day down there.
Like,
confirmed.
Yeah, when it's cold, you don't want to go outside, but you realize, man, I gotta go outside.
No, I think people underestimate that. Like the Midwest, man, this place changes you.
Especially when it snows and you're like snowed in. Oh my gosh, screw that, man. Unless you have a truck.
It's definitely not easy living here sometimes, for sure.
I have a front wheel drive Mazda. Like, man, I wish I had a truck, but still, even then, like the cold weather sucks.
It sucks balls. Yeah, there's not a lot of, here are the redeeming qualities of living in Indiana. It's definitely not weather, and it's definitely not fitness culture. It would be like, things are cheaper here. Honestly, everybody's nice. Like, that's a big thing. Yeah, that's about it. Anybody else have any?
Pretty good. Sports, high school sports.
High school sports are good.
Very
but is that like a redeeming quality to live here as a like 18 to 24-year-old?
Oh, no.
Like, what would those redeeming qualities be?
Purdue. Just Indiana in general, or Lafayette? Yeah, I can't think of one, man. I hate living here. Ever since I was young, I hated being born here in Indiana. I wanted to be born somewhere cool.
Big city or small city?
Big city.
Big city? Okay.
Yeah, big city. I like being where I am from, Rossville. It's very small, but like then again, it's a whole different life.
Mm-hmm.
It's a whole different life. When you go to a huge school, you don't know every single person in that school, like literally from kindergarten up. Like,
yeah.
Man, this is weird. I would like to experience that, but yeah, I can't think of a positive thing about Indiana, to be honest.
Yeah, Indiana sucks.
Like a main component to move here. That's what I'm saying. Like Indiana is not that bad, but I wish I was somewhere else or started somewhere else with the same people. Any reasons?
For what?
To move to Indy?
Nah.
We don't have no attractions, do we? Like, honestly.
Nah.
What do you think, Cole? Like, what do you...
If you just wanted to escape the world.
Maybe just because, like, most of these towns are not that big. Like, maybe if you want to settle down, I could see that. But, like, there's other places to do that are better.
100%. Yeah. I think it's one thing. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts recently, man. This one guy, he runs kind of like, it's like a creative studio where you pay like a gym membership to get access to like professional equipment and like a whole building where you have resources to connections and things like that. Like it was dope.
Yeah.
And this is based out of Philly. So it's called Philly Rec, REC. Now, he was talking about it, and he was like, for some people, I think moving is good. Like getting out and leaving somewhere. But for me, it was like, at least in Philly where he's from, like that's one of the biggest cities in the country.
Yeah.
But regardless, we'll just take the example of Lafayette, Indiana, of like, we still have a lot of things here, right? Like it's not like it's like a third world country. Like, I mean, we have like a downtown and we have restaurants and we have, like, I would say it's just
still a city
for sure. And so, you can make a positive impact, and like Philly wasn't born overnight, right? Philly at one point was 100,000 people. So it grew, and like, Lafayette could be that place, and you could be one of those main drivers for that community, which is cool. I think that's a cool concept. So like if you want to make a genuine impact in your community, wherever you're from, bro, that's dope. Like Indiana's a good place to do that. If you're from here and you want to do that, like kudos to you. You'll probably make a fuck ton of money and you'll live pretty happy too.
Yeah.
So there's pros, like that's a pro, but like from a geographical side of things, like no.
Yeah, we don't have no mountains, no water.
We don't deal with any bad things a lot. Like tornadoes is probably the worst thing I've really ever seen.
And even then, I haven't really seen them touch down where I'm at.
Bad thunderstorms, maybe some flooding. The snow, I guess, is probably like the winter is not good.
Yeah, that's just overall. What are you guys thinking?
I just keep thinking about titties. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh my gosh, Pierce nips
and Pierce nibs.
Hmm.
Hey yo, and if you're listening right now in the comment section below, just put like a diamond or something like that for diamond icy titties.
All right. One question to keep it going with the titties is what do you look for when you are single and ready to mingle in a girl? Like what are your like?
Ooh, can we just talk about approach in general? I want to talk about this.
Okay.
So at least personally, I've had those phases where like, I've been out there trying to look for a female, you know what I'm saying? And I had, for some reason, the utmost confidence in myself that I could FBGM, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck bitches, get money. And so I think it was like a year or 2 years ago. I can't remember. But, messing around on Tinder and stuff like that, and really just like trying to land dates. I just wanted to like meet up with people. So that'd be like my first tip to anybody out there in the audience trying to get bitches. Like you need to actually try to get in physical contact with these people. You can't just message them on Snap and Insta and expect to like for this girl to be your girl, But a lot of it for me at the time was just based on like good conversation. I'm just like trying to get cues from people and be like, is this somebody that I fuck with? Or do I have hesitations about this person? And if I ever did, like, you're gone.
I think that is for a lot of people. Like, if you just can talk to them very easily, I think that is like a good signal. Like, that's one thing I look for.
You may not necessarily. I remember the first real relationship that I was in.
It was kind of iffy at the start. Is what you're saying?
I don't want to say that. It was just more like I really thought she was socially awkward or something like that. Like, I didn't know. Really, it was more she was just introverted, and it was different ways of communicating.
Man, people like me, like it takes a minute before
it
we actually
does,
open up.
But I've realized I have several introverted friends, and like those are some of the greatest people you'll ever meet. It's just like they communicate a different way. Like when I talk to you, it's almost like I'm aggressive, like because I'm so loud and like extra. For you, you're just like, okay, can you chill the fuck out? And for me, I'm sitting here, I'm like, bro, just like talk. Like, can you say something?
Yeah.
So it's funny how we're on different ends, but like we definitely relate on things. But yeah, there's a lot that goes into the approach side. So I would just say, actually meet up in person with people and like don't settle 100%. You're trying to look for people that would be a good piece in your life. I come from a divorced family personally, and it's like the last thing I want to do is end up, knocking up some girl that I don't really want to be with and like having that situation for them. Like that sucked growing up personally. So yes, be very choosy. I'm glad you are, Jake.
Yeah. I mean, there's pros and cons of not getting girls at the moment.
Yeah. But no, it's a good question in terms of like, you know, if you were in a position where you were like single, open to mingle, like how would you go about it? I'm curious for you. Like what, I want to hear this, bro. Tell me.
So what does mingle mean? Like relationship?
Like, yeah, like you're looking for somebody. Like, what do you look for?
Someone I can be myself around with.
Yeah. Okay.
And then also like similar hobbies. Like,
Okay. Does she have to work out?
yes.
Okay.
What about you?
Nah, she does not have to work out.
Actually, nah.
I've been with
No, but she has to have
every
a
girl
decent
that I've
body.
been with. They have not worked out. I'm
Look.
pretty sure.
Look. I'm gonna sound like an asshole, just because I said that. But I like personality more. But I don't want an ugly bitch.
Yeah. I mean, that's valid.
I'm a high
True.
value man. And Jake is too, and Cole.
Oh my god.
All right. Question. Wait, did we finish into that last one?
Bro, I can't even understand you.
No, bro. No, go ahead.
Bro, I can't even understand you. I'm done with you, bro. Oh my gosh. Any of the people that have made it this deep into the pod, bro.
Yeah, if you're still listening, shout out, man.
Yo,
You're a true
actually,
fan.
shout out
you
you.
are actually a true
Because
fan.
This man's
You were a
tweaking off his
supporter.
motherfucking rocker. Hey,
He's still laughing. Oh my gosh. But for real,
Yo,
if you're
so I
still
thought
listening,
about,
man,
hey, really quick,
shout out.
for the videos, I've thought about doing a premiere for them, and I'm curious for the audience if you'd want to do something like that. Like, you know, we want to launch a really good episode, and what we can do is basically when it's supposed to air live, we can kind of like watch it with you, and there'll be like a whole like comment section and stuff where you can ask us questions. So
that'd be sick.
if you want to do something like that, give us a holler and let us know. And honestly, just like leave comments in the comment section, leave them on our Instagram page, like wherever. We want to answer your guys' questions. Shameless feedback shameless promotions for you guys when we do that as well too. But it also helps, you know, clear up some of the gray area in the podcast as well too, which is nice. At least for stuff like this, because I know we're just kind of like recapping the week and shit. So right now, I'm curious, what is everybody's like go-to food currently? Does anybody have any staples currently in their diet?
Staple for me has always been eggs. Another thing is oatmeal. I never replace that. I don't really. I do switch out my protein. Like I don't eat chicken every day. I'll either eat like beef. I don't really make steak, but whenever I do have it available to me, I'll eat steak. I think I said beef already, but chicken.
And beef.
Yeah, more beef.
Okay.
Like I don't really like
steak sometimes, but probably beef.
Yeah, I never really like focus on like one thing. I'll switch it up every day.
So
that's how
beef too?
Yeah, bro, more beef.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna call you Arby's.
No, don't call me Arby's, please.
He's got the meats. All right,
What's
Father
your staple?
Dutch, can you tell me like what your staples in your diet are? He's crying right now, dude. I'm not even
gosh.
kidding.
Literally, there's a tear. Oh my
There's a tear coming down his face. We can't figure out why the man's crying, but he's crying right now. Yeah. Well, we're gonna give Father Dutch a little intermission here.
What's your staple, Cole? What do you eat every day or 5 days out of the week?
Shakes. I do these like shake.
I don't really fuck with shakes. Like, what do you throw in yours?
Every morning I do 1.5 cups of oats. I do 1 scoop of protein. I do 4 tablespoons of peanut butter.
Okay, it's
I
a
do
calorie dense. Like,
yeah. I do Cardation's breakfast essential. I throw greens powder and I throw fruit in there.
Oh, that's a power shake.
Yeah, it's like a monster, but I didn't have oats, so I buy like 10-pound boxes of oats too. And by the way, they're like $8.99 or something like that. Sam's Club.
That's cheap,
bro. Buy that because that's your breakfast for the next 2 months. Like you'll spend $1 and it takes you 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's insane. So I've been doing that for the past year, and honestly, you'd think you'd get sick of it. Well, you definitely do at points, or you just have days where you don't want to fucking drink it. Just like, you're going to have days where you don't want to go to the gym.
Yeah.
Like, you definitely have days where you want to go to the gym, but there are days where you really don't. And there are days like that with the shake. And the past couple of days, I haven't had it because I ran out of oats, and I was like kind of fiending for it, not going to lie.
Really? You're missing that?
Yeah.
That routine?
Honestly, just getting calories in me, I just realized how much better I feel when I actually drink that shit.
Yeah. One reason I don't like shakes is just like it messes my stomach. It's too much food at once.
You know what? I'm going to make you one after this, and I'm going to let you try it.
Oh my gosh, man. I'm trying to like diet here. You're going to kill me, man.
Yo, no, I'll just give you like, I'll give you like 400 calories worth.
Okay. Dude, this guy is a chef, man. He made me a sub.
They call me Chef Booch for a reason.
An hour and a half ago.
Hey,
now he's about to make me a shake, man.
Let me know in the comments if you guys want me to start like a high quality, like, has anybody ever seen like his name's, I think it's QCP. He does like, he's like the Italian cook that like cooks shit.
Is his name like Quentin?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Pasta, bitch.
Yep. Batch. Pasta
batch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you do it good too.
So I wonder if I should do, not that. I'm never going to rip off his idea.
He's jacked.
Yeah, he's jacked.
And strong.
Yeah, he is.
That dude is jacked. Man, he reps 315 on bench. You know that? That is powerful.
Yeah. No, he's a strong mofo, but
Natty?
that's because he eats pasta, bitch.
Natty? Batch.
About to go drink me some more pre-workout. I'm about to go. This is literally, we have this meme from one of them. It was like, he drank so much pre-workout, he couldn't even speak. Like, he was like, about to go drink some more pre-workout.
That's what he said? Yeah.
It was literally.
I seen that clip.
Oh my gosh, we just kept making a meme out of it. It was so funny. But yeah, definitely the shake. I think you're going to like it too. Did you like it?
Yeah. Kind of filled me up though.
It does.
Yeah. What are you guys' opinion on cheat meals and cheat days?
I think they're essential, bro.
Same.
I mean, for me, they are because I'm the type of person that loses weight too quick. And I need that, like, restoration of energy and glycogen levels, or I will literally evaporate and lose all my muscle and gains. What about you?
What was the question again?
All right.
He doesn't even know the fucking question.
You asked it. You asked the question.
Never mind. I think cheat meals and cheat days are essential, especially when you're dieting.
Yeah, I agree, man.
Yeah, because you need to give yourself a break.
A mental break and like an actual like metabolism break, because if that was one thing that holds you back if you're on a diet, is if your metabolism crashes. You could be doing all the things right. You could be eating, like way under your calorie limit where you should be losing weight, but your body literally is like holding on to that fat because it's trying to like survive.
Yeah.
So if you throw it a high dense calorie meal, maybe not even that, just more carbs than you're used to, like, man, you're going to fill out, feel good, and then it's going to boost your metabolism.
Because I've had people like DM me on Instagram and they'll be like, I'm eating 1,200 calories, I can't lose weight. Yeah. And like at that point, you're telling your body that like you're in survival mode almost. So like, yeah.
One thing is to have a cheat meal, and another thing is to have a cheat day.
Yeah.
Because dude, man, I've been like, it's my cheat day, and I eat like 5,000 calories. But yeah, definitely have a cheat meal.
Like a refeed meal.
Yeah, you look forward to it. Because if you go through a whole cheat day, then you just go crazy. That's how you develop like an eating disorder, I believe.
Yeah.
So you just like kind of keep it to a meal, keep it simple, go all out on that meal. But yeah, enjoy yourself.
Yeah. What I do, I like every 7 to 10 days, I basically force myself to diet and I earn a refeed meal.
So what do you mean by that? Like every 10 days, no matter what?
7 to 10.
You'll have a cheat day?
Yeah.
That sounds good to me.
And like after...
I probably do once a week, honestly, man.
Yeah. Usually.
For real. Because, like, I think of, like, food is, like, a reward.
I love food.
Like, no matter what, even if I'm on a diet or anything, like, if I work hard throughout the week, I'm going to go out to eat on Friday or something,
What's your go-to?
Dude, Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Panera Bread is pretty good. Culver's, Five Guys. Man, there's so many spots.
Five Guys.
I'm a burger guy. Like anything like fatty burger, like juicy, that shit smacks.
For me, I'd say Chick-fil-A and Chipotle also. But good. I don't know if you've heard of Blaze Pizza before.
I've heard of it, yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Like, you customize your own pizza. My order was a thin crust with spicy marinara.
Dude, thin crust slaps.
Yeah, and then 3 types of cheese, chicken, bacon, and a buffalo ranch sauce. It was a refeed meal, so it was like 1,000 calories, but 50 grams of protein.
Dang.
And it fucking slapped.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Either pizza or ice cream, honestly, for me.
Pizza and ice cream?
Yeah.
Ice cream's my weakness.
I love ice cream.
I really think of food as nourishment, but I also cheat meal like every day.
Yeah, but you're also bulking.
For me, I'm more on like the I eat like a bird type of deal. Like I have days where I do well, but a lot of times it's like I just don't take care of myself and make enough food. Like everybody still needs X amount of food to really like, maintain muscle or do whatever. So that's the part I struggle with.
One thing I want to say or ask is like, are you on a plan right now? Like, or do you just do like if it fits your macros? Because that's kind of what I've been doing for the past year and a half. It works good for me. So that's my question. Or like, are you on a plan?
I should be.
But you're like, I'm just gonna eat enough food and like no matter what it is.
I really just try to focus on getting 4 meals in a day.
Okay.
Like, so, and I eat relatively clean. Like my model is basically, well, I have the shake every morning. I know what's in that. Yeah, so no matter and I've written it out before, but it's really just get a protein, get a carb, get a fat, get a vegetable. Like that's my motto. As long as I do that, if I do the shake and 3 meals like that, like I'm Gucci. So, and numbers wise, I've seen it before. I've tracked and it shows, but yeah, at that point, it's really just like, am I eating enough food or not? So,
are you eating enough, Cole?
No, definitely not. I'm trying to get to 220, and we're like plateauing at 200 because my ass can't eat enough food.
Man, it's tough. Bulking. Yeah. I want to say, man, what do you think's tougher, bulking or cutting, man?
Not even close.
Bulking is way harder
to do. Okay, well, here's the thing. To do either one right is equally as hard.
I don't know, man.
Like actually right. Like, when we're talking about a bulk, like going in almost exclusively gaining muscle mass while hardly gaining any body fat.
Even gaining body fat, it's still hard to put on muscle no matter what you eat.
Right.
Like you hit a certain level, like you're at 200, you are sick of food, aren't you? Like there's a point where you're just like, how much more can I add?
Right.
But I can also see that on the diet side, some people they feel like their hunger is just
I'm not
endless.
even saying sticking to the diet. I'm just saying like executing. Like it from a cutting standpoint, I really do think it's difficult to cut and try not to lose muscle mass.
That is hard, yeah.
And I think for a lot of people it's hard to bulk and almost purely gain muscle
without fat. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah, it's hard.
So the hardest ends of each is equal, but like between the two of them, I don't know. From a mental standpoint, I do think your mental headspace is a lot better when you're bulking, although it is harder. Whereas the hard part in the cut is more of the mental side of things, but like the eating side actually becomes a little bit easier because you just have to make less food.
Yeah, and you just have to like do cardio.
Yeah,
and change up your workouts just slightly. I guess it's all depending on your mentality and like how hungry you are, man. Some people are out here hungry.
Hungry as fuck, yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. I just wanted to make them cry like one more time.
That's gonna happen. What were we talking about?
You forgot the question. I knew it. As soon as you put the mic over, I was like, this guy.
What's the question?
Okay, I forget now. What was it?
Bro, we're getting off air. No. Yeah, bro. I like it, but...
You said this is fire. It is, man. We're having a good time.
Yeah, we actually are having a good time. No, for sure.
This is what we wanted. Just a chill.
No, that's facts.
On the spot.
Yeah, it's good.
Good experience.
But I really want to like make food now. I'm super hungry after talking about all this damn food.
So are we wrapping up? All right, guys. If you are still watching, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys having me on again. It's a pleasure. Yeah. Boom, boom.
Hey, at some point, we're going to figure out this mic situation, by the way.
Yeah. Comment below if you like the setup more than over there. It's pretty comfy over here.
I actually like this way better.
Yeah.
Plus, like, it looks way clearer up there, too. And it actually looks like we're talking to you on YouTube, so it's dope.
Let's go, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me on. You guys want to close out? Subscribe, like, everything.
You're always welcome, bro. Appreciate you. Obviously, if you guys, I'm going to pass it over to Cole.
Man, bro, can't speak. Alrighty. Holy shit, if you made it this far, I love you.
Like, seriously.
Actually, you need to, you hit us up in the comments. I'm going to find you. I'm going to give you my personal phone number. Hit me up whenever we're getting a potty, bro. Like, for sure.
All right. One last question. Who do you want to see on the podcast next? Who's your next guest?
Oh, who do we want to see?
Who's on the upcoming? Who can they look forward to?
You know what?
Episode 5. That's a banger. Halfway to 10.
Episode 5 is actually going to be featuring Micah Bryant and Riz Khalifa.
Okay. That's a good.
That's going to happen. Or at least one of them. So 5-Star Nutrition, getting a big plug. That'll be a big plug for the Inspo podcast as well, too, which is great.
Stay tuned, guys.
Also, want to hit up, if you're listening, Vic Visuals. Bro, we want you on. We wanted to hear about your story. I have no idea where the hell you are right now, but we'll come to you.
Oh, shit.
Fuck it.
So, yeah. But anyways, in terms of all the plugs, make sure to subscribe to the motherfucking channel. Make sure to like this bitch. Make sure to turn on the post notifications. Click that bell, baby. Make sure to go to the Instagram. Make sure to like all of them. Like the reels as well, too. Stay up to date with all the podcast information on that page. Make sure to follow each of us individually. All of our handles are going to be at the bottom in the description. And that's all I can think of.
See ya.
Peace.
Dang, bro. That's a nice episode.
Yeah.